Namaskar. Today I, Shatarupa Mishra, Joint Director, Directorate of Public Relations, Publications and Publicity, CBDT, New Delhi, welcome you to yet another episode in this special Samvaad Series on the new income tax forms. Committed to enhancing the ease of compliance for taxpayers and streamlining processes, the Income Tax Department has introduced as part of this endeavor new and simplified forms under the Income Tax Rules 2026, which would be operational from 1st April 2026 onwards. The simplified forms will benefit taxpayers, deductors, and the department alike, fostering a more efficient and compliant tax ecosystem. Though all forms have undergone the above mentioned changes, for the purpose of this taxpayer information series, we have taken the forms that have been found to be either the most frequently used forms or the forms which have undergone business process re-engineering. In this episode, we shall be discussing Form number 24Q and 26Q, Quarterly TDS Statements for payment of salary and other than salary. With 22.5 lakh original Form number 24Q and over 50 to 55 lakh original Form number 26Q filed annually over the last 5 decades, simplifying these forms aims to ease compliance for deductors, ensure accurate TDS reporting, and benefit taxpayers and the department alike. These forms have now been replaced by new forms respectively under the Income Tax Rules 2026. To explain the changes that have been made in this form, we have with us here today Ms. Mamta Bansal, presently posted as Principal Commissioner Income Tax in CPC TDS Ghaziabad. She is an officer of the Indian Revenue Service of the 1998 batch, having experience of more than 28 years across many verticals. Madam was part of the drafting committee of the Income Tax Rules 2026 with regard to the changes in the TDS and TCS forms. Namaskar ma'am, we welcome you to this episode of Samvaad.
Namaskar Shatarupa, thank you so much.
Ma'am, to begin with, can you please explain our viewers what is the purpose of these forms?
The new form is a quarterly statement filed by the employers to report the tax deducted at source from salaries paid to employees under Section 392 and income of specified senior citizens under Section 393 of the new Income Tax Act 2025. The new form is a quarterly statement filed by deductors other than salary deductors to report TDS on payments made to Indian residents other than salaries such as interest, commission, brokerage, professional fees, rent and other specified payments under various sections, for example 393, 395, 397 of the Income Tax Act 2025.
So ma'am, who should file these forms?
Every person responsible for making a payment to a resident on which TDS is deductible should file these forms.
Thank you ma'am. And now ma'am, can you tell our viewers as to what were the challenges in the erstwhile forms and the solutions adopted in the new forms?
See, the earlier forms required the deductor to repeatedly enter the same information, leading to unnecessary duplication and increased compliance burden. This led to wastage of time and effort. The revised forms, on the other hand, are smart forms which enhance user experience and provide ease of filing through auto-population or pre-filling of relevant details, using information available in the deductor's traces profile, real-time validations and error handling, drop-downs and date pickers, integration with APIs and databases, checkbox-based smart verification, standardization of name and address fields, etc.
Any other significant changes adopted in this new form, ma'am?
The earlier forms contained outdated and redundant fields requiring lengthy details to be filled in. However, in the revised simplified forms, these redundant columns have been deleted and new columns have been added for better reporting purposes.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, can you please tell us, our viewers, about the documents that will be required to file these new forms? Are there any new additions that our viewers should know?
No, Shatrupa, there are no additional requirements under the new forms. The same documents that were required in the erstwhile forms will again be required here, and these are primarily the copies of the challans paid to the credit of the central government and the PAN details of the deductees.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, is it mandatory to file these forms in the electronic format?
Yes, as per the income tax rules, all the TDS TCS statements, including these forms, must be furnished electronically in the prescribed format.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, can these forms be edited after submission?
No, these forms once submitted cannot be edited. However, in order to correct or update the details filed in the submitted forms, the deductor is allowed to file a correction statement once the previously submitted statement has been processed by CPC TDS.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for guiding our viewers. Ma'am, is there any change in the time limit for filing the correction statement under Income Tax Act 2025 and the associated rules?
Yes, Shatrupa, there has been a change in the new Income Tax Act as well as the associated rules. Now, the correction statement is to be filed within 2 years from the end of the tax year in which the statement was required to be delivered. For example, the correction statement in respect of the new form for Q3 of tax year 26-27 can be filed up to 31st of March 2029.
Lastly, ma'am, I would like you to enlighten our viewers on this very important aspect, that why filing of these forms in a timely and accurate manner is important.
That's a very good question, Shatrupa. Filing of these quarterly TDS forms in a timely and an accurate manner is very important because it ensures that the accurate and complete tax credit is passed on to the deductees. Consequently, it will also eliminate the scope for deductee related grievances. The deductor, in addition, would be able to avoid legal challenges associated with non-compliance, such as late filing fee under Section 427 of the Income Tax Act 2025.
In the end, ma'am, I would request you to summarize the key benefits of this new simplified forms for all of us.
Sure, Shatrupa. The new simplified quarterly TDS forms will enhance convenience for taxpayers and deductors through reduced and simplified fields with clear language. Auto-population fields and drop-downs will reduce errors and ease the compliance procedure. Improve process clarity through smart forms to reduce errors and mismatches, leading to faster processing.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for guiding our viewers on the critical changes. We thank you for taking out time from your busy schedule and joining us today in this episode of Samvaad.
Thank you, Shatrupa.